Nothing to lose. Quarter zip, zip, zip. What's up, guys? Quarter zip here. We just got to the Hickory Creek Wilderness Trail. The sun has set. We're gonna hike in a little ways and find camp for tonight. So just wanted to say hi. And I'll see y'all on the trail.
And I'm like, oh no. It's not the wind, that's water. But then you had to get down to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which took another half an hour.
So I've been wandering in the woods now about 10 minutes looking for our food bags. Either I really don't know where we left them last night because it was dark, or something else took them. I'll keep it posted. Victory is mine. So we got in yesterday right around 6:30. That was sunset. I don't know, we hiked less than a mile. Found an area, set up camp, had a fire, had some food. Lots of wind last night, up to 20-mile-per-hour gusts. The little forest we're in, though, plenty of trees that blocked most of it. Pretty good night, all in all. So we'll see how the trail goes. I've heard reviews that it's poorly marked. I've heard reviews that it's good. I'm gonna head back to camp and make some coffee and see if anybody else is awake yet. So we'll see you there. So, it's supposed to be a cold and rainy day today. It's a 12-mile loop. We'll see how far we get on the loop today, hopefully at least halfway, and make camp tonight, and then hike the rest of the way out tomorrow. So there's no water the first section of the trail, but we had enough tonight, and when we find some we'll filter, and we'll have some for tomorrow and tomorrow morning, so it should be a fun weekend. So we got here last night, and this is where Melissa slept, and we didn't do something we should always do when you're camping, and that is look up. Right above her tent is this massive tree, already half fallen down, just perched and ready to strike. So make sure you look up when you pick your campsite.
I'm on the struggle bus, but I'm getting there.
You're on the what? Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's do this.
Oh, it's right here. We did not set up far away from the trail at all.
It was dark, I couldn't see.
Right? Yeah, so we were probably 100 yards down that path and wandered all the way up to right there. And the trail is right here. So if you're looking for a campsite, there's now an established campsite, I don't know, probably a half mile into this trail. It's got a beautiful fire ring, log to sit on. There's a nice clearing if you want to try to get some night star shots. Yeah. And there's the placard we were looking for last night. We just barely didn't make it to the wilderness. So we have just started the loop portion. We're taking the southern route. There's less water, probably 5 miles in for the first water crossing. So we're gonna hopefully have lunch there and get some water, and then try to make it to the third water crossing to set up camp for the night. So we only got a couple miles to hike out in the morning, and we have water nearby. So that's the goal. We will see what happens. I love mushrooms and love cooking. I've never seen a mushroom like this. It's like a stalactite cluster. This one's not very happy. This one's very happy though. How you doing?
Good.
What do you think of trail?
It's very pretty. Very nice.
Are you thinking about things we've learned on trail with Melissa for the end of this hike?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I've
that's
already
good.
got a couple things in mind.
We'll be looking forward to that segment at the end of the show.
Very good.
Frog togs.
Yeah.
Apparently Walmart doesn't believe in sizes smaller than medium. Sorry, medium/large.
Yes.
Man, this is just cool. The colors that nature can produce. And look, a blaze. There's tons of them on this trail. Man. There's almost a view there. So this was our home, away from home for camp. Probably can't see it from here, but the creek's right down there. Got some water, had some food. Nate had some kind of noodle dish. What's the verdict?
It was pretty good. Bryce told me it was the best thing ever. I don't know that I would agree with that, but it was all right.
All right. So not the best thing ever, but pretty good. A little water. And I think we're getting ready to get back to it in a little bit here. So. I have no idea how this tree's still standing. Like, it's maybe a foot wide at the base and broken in half. Crazy. So we are taking a little break. Nate left his hat sitting on the log where we had lunch. So we did our third creek crossing here about a mile after our lunch spot, and there's this pretty awesome established campsite. Stone benches, big stone fire ring, nice flat ground, hammock trees. We want to get a little farther today or else we'd be setting up camp, but Nate ran back to get his hat, and I can see him running right now, so he's about on his way back, and we're gonna get back on the trail. Hopefully he found his hat. So it's been about a little under 2 miles since we left for lunch. Got about another mile-ish, and we'll try to find a campsite for the night near some water. It is raining pretty proficiently, but we have great tree coverage, so we're not really getting wet at all. But the temperature I can feel starting to drop fairly significantly as it gets darker. We're only 2 hours from sunset, but with the cloud coverage we have, it feels like it's already gone down. So we made camp almost in time to avoid the torrential downpour. So my hammock's a little bit wet right now. Gonna wait for it to hopefully dry a little bit before I get my quilts out. And then kind of play it by ear. It is 5:40, sunsets in about 40 minutes. And it was pretty dark by 7 o'clock yesterday, so I have a feeling it'll be an early-ish night. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, so it is only 7:11, and I think we're all tucked in for the night. Nate's got to go hang his bear bag still. Rain has not let up, so I'm a little wet and a little damp. A little chilly at the moment, but I just got all dry thermals on and all that kind of good stuff, so hopefully start to warm up here pretty soon. And hopefully everybody stays warm for the night. And the night goes by pretty quick so we can all have a good hike tomorrow and finish up the trail. Oh. So I've had colder nights in the woods, but not many. Low of like 37 last night, but everything was a little bit damp. So that made things pretty cold, which means the down on my underquilt didn't want to quite do the down thing that it should. My butt was cold most of the night, but we made it through. I'm going to get a cup of coffee going, get camp broken down, and got about 3 miles left to get out of here for tonight. So see you guys pretty soon. You want me to start you some coffee water? Melissa? Okay. Coffee.
Did you get the food bags already?
I did not. I just happened to notice the coffee sitting in my pile of wetness over here. Alright, so we just broke camp. Took our time doing it. It was a cold morning, so a bit of a slow start. We are getting ready to hit the trail. Only about 3 miles to get out of here, hopefully, if all the maps and reviews are correct. So hopefully back in the car within an hour and a half-ish, if not sooner. And back on the road to the AK Rowdy. So
get in the mud.
and we have the smart one of the group, not trying to balance on the log on solid ground. So first little incline of the day. There haven't been many on this trail, maybe 2 or 3. Got a little lost for a second, but reference your map, stop, find trail, and everything's good. Ton of videos I saw of people getting lost and not knowing where they're going on this trail. You just slow down and enjoy nature a little bit and look around. Haven't had a single problem. Like, we knew we were off trail within 20 feet of being off trail. So, beautiful woods, pretty awesome trail, great campsites. So far, I have no complaints about this trail at all. So, yeah, like, look at this. It's gorgeous. Next weekend, this place is going to be vibrant with color. Just beautiful.
Danny making his own video here.
Hey there, Frostbeard.
Hey.
Some pretty cool fungi. Like, these are kind of shiny and gross looking, which is kind of cool. Yep. About 1.5 miles from the end of the loop. So about 2 miles left the trail for the day, I think. Maybe a little less. Yeah, once again, this has been a glorious weekend. We had a lot of rain, which sucked, but once we got through the night and got on trail today, I, for moments, forgot all about it. So this tree went down on top of that tree, on top of that tree, on top of that tree. So I feel like Sasquatch was playing dominoes. Once again, at the cost of this beautiful forest. Yeah, there's just a ton of trees down right here. I don't know if you can see up over the other side. There's another one falling. So I feel like that big one fell. It just took everything else with it. Kind of cool source of an underground spring where it comes out of the water. It feeds off. Now, I don't know if this is always flowing or not, but it's beautiful.
Haven't done a lot of hiking in these like tiny areas. It's pretty awesome. Tiny areas are my favorite. I don't know what it is about them. I think I've mentioned this in videos before. They always feel like home.
All right, we are coming to the conclusion of the loop. So we took the north route. We just came from that way south. We're gonna head back out of the wilderness now, head back to the car. It's probably about a half mile, maybe a little more. A really great trail. Tons of videos of people saying it was poorly marked. They were lost and it was horrible. I did not get that at all. Like, we slowed down, took our time, enjoyed the trail. We got turned around once, but like I said before, within 15 to 30 feet of being off trail. We knew we were off trail. There's tons of blazes, you just gotta look for them. And most of them are in pretty ideal areas as well. There's also tons of logs that have been chopped for you. So if you're going on a place and there's chopped logs, you're probably on trail. But it has been a great experience. Last night was a little cold, like I said, and wet, but I didn't really even think about it today because it's been such an enjoyable trail. I'm looking forward to getting back into the car and hitting the road and wrapping up today's adventure. So we are approaching the edge of the Hickory Creek Wilderness, which means we're gonna then pass our first night's campsite and then a hop, skip, and a jump away from the car. So here's the back of the sign right now. Hickory Creek Wilderness, Allegheny National Forest. It has been a pleasure. We are like, I don't know, 500 yards from the trailhead. It has been an awesome day. Man, look at this place. It's beautiful. wind's picking up. He's probably going to smell me here in a second and get ready to take off, but yeah, he's about 100 yards out. Beautiful. That's the first deer we've seen on trail. Tons of tracks, tons of marks, but kind of glad we got to see one before the trip was over. And as you can see there, kind of coming up on the end of the trail, there's the parking lot ahead. So Hickory Creek Trail, 12 miles. The Wilderness is 0.7 miles. The Loop Junction is 1.4. So really 13.4 miles. Our All Trails has this a little higher. I think it's more like 16. But I don't know. We were walking slowly, going back and forth, getting camera shots and stuff. So unfortunately, they were out of maps, and the register was empty. But there's a trailhead. There's your parking lot. This is Melissa waving. And I think we're gonna go get some tasty, greasy food. Yay!
So things we've learned with Melissa. One is if you're going to at the last minute buy some frog togs and you're a medium, don't buy the medium large because you look like a big burnt marshmallow. And if you trip, stay away from tree branches because they're ouchy. And if you haven't, girls, if you haven't had the opportunity to get the Go Girl, definitely works. And always make sure you have a victory snack when you get back in the car.
Zip, zip, zip.